After months of talking about this, I finally have time to organize a meetup with you. I've made some amazing friends here and I'm honestly looking forward to meeting you. Doing this social media thing is a bit of a lonely job. My communication with you is in front of my computer and it is time we get to know each other. Especially that many of you keep asking about seeing my face. The idea is that I get on the stage and talk, kind of like a presentation, and then we can have an open Q&A session. Once we finish, we can go to a lobby or somewhere so that I can talk to some of you in private. Nothing complicated for now. I want this to become a regular thing and I want it to grow. My plan is to start inviting guests and I'm already talking to some interesting people. For now, these meetups will be all about 434 and giving us a chance to meet each other, which I'm really happy about. Organizing a conference like this takes time and it is actually quite expensive. When I was 15, I started organizing raves and concerts, and I did this for almost 15 years, so I have a lot of experience in it. I know how to do this and how things work, and I also know what's involved in organizing something like this. Of course, all of this is just a plan, and it will depend on how many of you will attend and in which locations we'll do it. Before I do anything, I need to get some information from you. I need to know what size of a conference room I'm dealing with here. To do this, I created a short online survey, and here's my request for you. If you can and want to meet, go to meet.b434.com and answer all the questions in this form. You can see the link on your screen now, and if for some reason it doesn't work, there are some additional links in the video description, so please click or tap any of them. The form is not long, so I'm going to explain what it is that I need to know from you to organize this. First of all, I would like to ask you to treat this seriously and only fill out the document if you're serious about this meetup and really can attend. I need to deal with real-life data here because based on your submissions, I will know what size of a conference room I need to hire, what type of insurance I need to get, and how much security will be involved in this, to name just a few. It's an expensive and complicated process, so I would appreciate if you could be honest and realistic about this. The survey starts with a list of locations you can choose from. You can pick multiple locations, so take those that you can get to. I picked cities based on my interaction with you, and this is where I think most of you live. The second option is a possibility for you to suggest another major city in the world where you can get to, and this will give me an idea where it is that I should actually go to. Please name only big cities that have airports and good infrastructure that will allow me to organize something there. Then I need to know about your availability, and I'm thinking about organizing this between September and December time, and I also need to know whether you can do an evening of Monday to Friday or any time on Saturday and Sunday. Depending on the prices of the venues, we will see what is the best option. I would want you also to tell me what it is that you would like to hear me talk about in the presentation section. I have an idea what it is that I want to present, but it's all about you and I want to make sure that you get your questions answered and the ones that will get most requests will be discussed. We will also have the Q&A session which will allow you to ask additional questions. The next important part is what is the maximum price for the ticket you're willing to pay, and there are two options. British pounds for UK locations and US dollars for North America and the rest of the world. I cannot include all currencies. I know that many of you are very young and I have no idea how much you can afford, so what I need to do is find a balance between the type of a venue that we will hire and the price of a ticket so that it all makes sense and allows as many people to afford it as possible. It goes from $10 to $50 in pounds, so please make sure that you realistically think about what is the maximum you can afford to pay. I need to know how much is too much for you. This is probably the most important question that will have an impact on everything else that is being organized. That's why I also need to know your age and gender in the next section so that I have an idea who I'm dealing with. It's not really that important, but it would help me a lot to know this. And then you will also have an option to leave your contact details in case you want to be informed when it's all organized. So please make sure you give me a valid phone number and or a valid email address. At the end, you'll have an option to leave any comments, suggestions, or any feedback so that I can make this thing better. This meeting is for you and I want to know what it is that you want to get out of it. Keep in mind that it is all in the planning phase and it will probably take place in the next few months. I need to get visas for different countries and I need to learn everything I can about you, and then as soon as we have the first one, we will know how to go about organizing the rest and see what it turns into. Of course, at the moment, the easiest ones are the ones in the UK because I can organize it within 1 week. Europe is also not that difficult. America will probably take some time for me to get all the necessary information and permissions, but I have a lot of people in the US who I can work with, so that should be fine. And then we can think about other countries I've never been to, like Canada or Australia and the rest of the world. I speak 4 languages, but I will be only talking English when we meet, and I want you to keep that in mind. Because it is the first time we are doing this, there is a possibility that the number of tickets will be limited. It is important that you remember this. I realize that it might be too early to organize this, but let's give it a try and see how it goes. I'm really happy about doing this because I really want to meet you guys and I really want to see what it is that we are creating together. Sitting all day long and editing videos in front of my computer is one thing, but getting there and giving you a hug, that will be really something. Can't wait to hear from you, and if you have any additional ideas or suggestions, leave a comment below. I wish all of us good luck with this. This is gonna be great. Love 434.